Okay, so I'm not familiar with doing live videos. This is just totally out of my comfort zone, so bear with me. I'll try and figure it out to keep talking the whole time, but I need to figure out how to use like the chat. Is it just gonna pop up? Alright, Debbie says hello. Abby is watching. Okay. Is this my chat? Is that it there? Does it just pop up and then disappear? Or do I need to click on something? Oh, I can write. Okay. I just wanted to come on, like it's super late here, like it's 12 a.m. in the morning, but I scheduled out a rough time estimate for where everyone was living, and it's like approximately afternoon time for the UK and morning time for the USA, like give or take. So I was like hoping that we could work like a time where everyone would be able to kind of come. I know it's not perfect, but I'm doing the best I can. So I'm not going to be able to catch everyone every time. So I wanted to like come here and like have some questions for you guys so that like we can get the questions that you want answered right instead of just me answering random questions that I've made up. Alright, so that's what the idea of this is, and I have a few things that I want to just touch on. This live is for the Android update. The Android update is the only update that is being released at this very moment. I'm not even talking about the Apple update as of right now, so please just refrain from asking about that. I was actually upset about releasing one and then the other, but honestly it's easier to just focus on one and then get that sorted and then focus on the other. So that's what's happening. Apple won't be out for, I don't know, a little while. I do not have a time frame. I also haven't ever given you guys time frames because personally my time frame for this app to be out was December 2020. It is June, July, it's July 2021, and it is what it is. It got moved from December to March, and just like a lot of stuff happened. The developer's father passed away, and that's like traumatic as it is, and he had to like fly to see his father and the funeral and stuff, and then do quarantine and then come back and quarantine, and like, you know, it's just hard on everyone. So anyways, just everything's being crazy. This is for Android. I'm not answering any Apple questions because that is down the track later on. Let me just say what I want to say to everyone, and then I will read the questions that are coming through. I can see everyone's got a few there, and I appreciate the questions because these are really important that we have questions from you guys. That's why I'm doing this. So first off, like, yes, there isn't like huge changes. I tried to add a lot of explanation in, so when you like go into it and you press like play mode, now like this comes up. I know you can't see it very well, but a little example pops up for what it is designed to be used for, and I thought that that was a really good idea. And just like, because people ask and they're like, oh, you know, what does this mean? I'm like, okay, I probably should have added something in for that. And then the main thing is that we have routine. So routine is obviously the 12-hour schedule. The reason it's 12 hours is we cannot add any more care events or notifications in, otherwise it freaks out and it doesn't accept them, or it just ignores them. I can't remember, I think it just ignores them, like after a certain amount. I can't remember the amount. When I go and make schedules again, I'll count them and then I'll be able to know what it is. The app still works completely fine without routine. So the normal version that was the version that Apple has, Apple, you can use the simulation and play, and it's like you pay the, I think $6 or $7 or I don't know, depends what the price is in your country. You pay the fixed amount and simulation and play come with it, and that's what you get. Routine is an add-on with extra parts in it. It does have some really cool features, like it has in all of the routines. It has when the baby is sleeping, when they're awake, extra little care events like hiccups and like little snores, and it's really cute. So yeah, sleeping is on all of the routines and the new care events. I'll have to see what I can do about going back and adding the care events into the older ones, but I will just see how I'm going with that. Yeah, that's the 3 things that I've written down. It still works completely fine without paying for the extras. Sleep is on all the routine, and Apple is just not ready yet. I have been told that it is pretty good. It just needs some fixing up in the code, like some tidying up with the code, and then we'll have to do a triple, quadruple check so that we don't have the same issue as we had with Android coming out. Okay, now let me like scroll through this and see what we've got. So the first one's about an iPhone. We're not talking about iPhones. Just return. Thank you. I'm so tired. I slept for 6 hours because I went to bed and then I heard my phone go off. I'm like, oh, I better wake up and check that everything went okay overnight. And I'm just, yeah, I had to wait till 12 a.m. this morning, like right now, to be online with you guys. So sorry if I'm a little bit tired. My eyes are a little bit red, but they're fine. 12 hours behind the UK, if that helps. Yeah, look, this here, don't laugh at me because this is how I had to do it. This is Australia's times, and then I wrote down the UK and the US from like a world map. So like, it like lines up. So when it is 12 a.m. here, it's roughly 9 a.m. in the US. Like I went with the middle category of time zones, if that makes any sense. And then roughly 3 p.m. in the UK, give or take. That was like a rough, I was like afternoon, hopefully. Okay, next one. What is the oldest Android OS the new update works on? I am not certain. I will have to, I think it would be fairly new. So I know like, I don't know. I just keep like a general rule. I've been testing on an S7, which I don't think this is an old phone at all. This is like, I don't know, I have an iPhone 8, I think. I mean, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one. And Apple is so much easier with that because it tells you when you go onto the App Store, it's like compatible with this, and I appreciate that so much, whereas Android doesn't. So I'll have to get back to you with that, but I think there's a pretty broad range of that. Everyone's updating. I hope that you guys are enjoying the updates. I'm really sorry it took so long, but I'm glad. Sorry, I just turned the heater off. I'm glad that everyone is enjoying it. It seems like everyone's like on Christmas morning, they're like, look, this is happening and that's happening, and it's really exciting. So yeah. It wasn't my father, it was the developer's father that passed away, and something that I really want to do and I just haven't gotten around to is I want to write a post, and then everyone who appreciates the app, I would love them to write a message to the developer, and then I could send all those messages to him and just like show him how much we all appreciate his hard work. I did send him a bonus. I just felt it was necessary. Like he worked literally 12 hours or something crazy yesterday to get the app up and on track for us. So I was like, here, I appreciate your work, so thank you. Now, Jen's here. Hi, Jen. Debbie, it's $1.99. Yes, the routine schedules, if you choose to, are $1.99 each. again, it works, the simulation still works exactly how it was, and the play still works exactly how it was if you don't want to. It's just that routine, because I just wrote the schedules, has all the new, like, fun care events that I kind of added in, and I kind of made it like a routine that you follow, if that makes sense. So it starts at the beginning, and it follows a routine, if that makes any sense, for 12 hours. Whereas a simulation, you can get it anywhere on this time schedule. You can just like start here and you don't know where you're at. Whereas routine, you always start at the top and you come down and follow it. But yeah, they're $1.99. So if you don't have a toddler, you don't have to waste your money buying the toddler the toddler section, the toddler bit. I don't know. You don't have to buy that. Hi, Abby. How long until Apple gets it? Not talking about Apple. I have no idea what lollipop, jelly bean, etc. I'm really not familiar with much about Android, honestly. So I'm not sure, Rockin' Reborns, what lollipop or jelly bean or something is. I apologize. Okay. Jen, I like it, thank you. What are the key differences between the routines? Monique, can you verify what you mean, like, between the routines? Like, what does that mean? If you're here, Monique. She says, what are the key differences between the routines? The routines are in age groups, so newborn, 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months. I'm maybe a little bit tired. 6 to 9 months? Oh, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, and 12 months plus. So they are the key differences, I would say, is that the age groups, they're like a different age so that you can role play with different age babies. For instance, I have like my newborns, and then I have Onyx that I would use for the 0 to 3 months, and maybe even the 3 to 6 months because he is in that like 3-month range. And then I have my big Tobiah, which is Isabella. I would use her for the 3 to 6 months, maybe even the 6 to 12 months, just to like have a bit of fun. And then I would use my big Liam kit with the 12-month plus, because he's like a big boy. So that's what I think the key differences between routines are. Maybe the key differences between simulation and routine is that routine has a bunch of new care events added in. It only goes for 12 hours. Simulation, now that routine is available, is more for like a newborn based care events for 24-hour care. So yeah. I don't know. It's 3:06 p.m. here, Rockin' Reborn says. Debbie says hi to Jan. Washington State, 7 a.m. Yes, so with the USA thing here, I wrote down the bottom, give or take 2 hours either way. So it could be 7, and then it could be like 11 a.m. So I was hoping that this would be a convenient time for everyone. I mean, it's not the most convenient time for me, only because I'm just like tired, but I'm okay. I love the cooing. Do you know, what is your favorite sound? If you've heard the new sounds, my favorite sound is the little snoring when they go to sleep. It's so cute. And the little hiccups when they get hiccups. They were definitely my favorite sounds to hear, and like, I was just so excited to add them in. So this phone here, okay, it is an old phone, alright then. This phone here was borrowed from my friend Debbie that's online, and she's like, I bought that phone in 2010, so it might be an old phone, but that's good news because the Android features are still working on this phone. and it was purchased in 2010. So, I don't know, I think this is still a decent phone. But yeah, this is what I've tested on, and it's doing a great job. So, at least that far back, I don't know. I wanted to use the app today, but it crashes with a white screen. Okay, Susanna, I apologize if I got your name wrong. I need to get comfy. Okay. I'm gonna cross my legs. Okay, so what has happened is, this is probably another thing that I needed to get on here and tell everyone about. Yesterday at approximately 9 a.m. No, let's go backwards. I got up yesterday at 5 a.m. ready to release the app, got everything ready, and then looked at the dates and was like, that date is wrong. It says the 7th. It's not, I can't upload it until the 7th. Anyways, I was obviously really tired, and basically I got it all ready on the 7th of June, and I was ready to put out on the 1st of July in USA times. And I don't know, I just didn't. So I was like, all right, went back to sleep. And then at 9 o'clock I woke up and went, silly me, what am I doing? I can publish it. So I went ahead and published it, and we had huge problems. It just crashed. A few people downloaded it and I'm like, hey, when I downloaded it, I just have white screens. That's all that's popping up now. So I was like, this is not great. So I jumped on, I cancelled everything that I put up. So I put a banner up, I put a few videos, and posted a few things about it. So I got rid of everything, because I was like, I don't want any more people to download this app if it's not going to work. Or like the update, sorry, if it's not going to work. Okay, then after that, the developer and I sat in front of our computers, like literally all day. We went to bed at 2 a.m. last night, and we had it fixed and updated before we went to bed. So, as of today, sometimes it takes a few times, and we both are stumped to as why it's doing this. You have to uninstall the current version that you have. I've been suggesting, like, turn all of your apps off. So, like, when I mean turn all of your apps off, how do I do this? I'm talking like you hard close them. So I'm like talking, go over here and press that button and close them. So there's no apps left open on the phone. And then that would mean like the Play Store or whatever gets closed. Maybe turn your phone off and reset it, then restart your phone, and then try and go into the Play Store and re-download the app again and see what it does. Sometimes people have like done it like 3 or 4 times. I've heard someone say that it didn't work with Wi-Fi, but then they did it with their 3G and it worked. So I just don't know why it's doing it, but just keep trying. You will get there. The version is on the Play Store and available, so I don't know why people are still having white screens. But the version that is uploading from the Play Store now does not have the white screen problem. So just keep trying. I haven't found any problems with this version so far. But if you do, please send me an email or a message or whatever. Just contact me so that we can get it fixed as soon as possible. So I hope that answers that. I'm sorry that that's happened to you, but we are working on it. Actually, we've worked on it. Here from Neferti. I'm really sorry, just I can't say your name right, and I don't want to say it wrong. But I know who you are. We chatted, and you helped me out, and I really appreciated it. And you're from AZ, USA. AZ. Arizona? I don't know. Okay, next. Oh, Monique, she said here, I had a question. Oh, yep, okay, she clarified. Is it Ruben? Hey. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Why is it? I can't. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just reading a comment. Okay. I love the app, thanks so much. I was wondering if you do routine at night. Routine is not for any time of the day. It doesn't specify day or night or anything. It's just a routine from the start of the baby to the end of the baby. So I guess it's more for daytime. I will go back to simulation and decide what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll add age ranges there. I don't know, so don't hold me to anything. But oh, we're running low on battery. That's fine. We'll deal with that. Let me put it on low power mode. Oh, I can't. That's not ideal. Anyways, so I don't know, the developer and I, once we get Apple up and done, we are taking a break for updates on this app for a while. He deserves it, and then I'll just see where we're at. I would love to, like, I want to add more already, but I can only do so much in little chunks. This has been our biggest update because we had to go back in and redo everything. So this one would be like the longest, I'm pretty sure, out of all of them. The update should be like a few months max, but I mean, this took years, so who knows. Also, you said pausing video, so guessing I can. Yeah, if you just want to pause for like, I don't know, to drive to the shops, or like that's what it's there for, is to pause it for little amounts of time. I think the app's just getting confused when you like pause it on like Wednesday night and then resume it on Thursday morning, and it's like, wait a minute, I was at this schedule here and now I'm here, but I haven't started a new schedule yet, and I don't know what time it is. And I think that's what it just freaks out and confuses it. Like, it hasn't actually had the chance to start a new schedule, so how can it resume? That's, yeah, kind of what I mean. So that's why I kind of suggested just not overnight or not between the schedules. Routine doesn't actually overlaps or like ask you to replay it. It just plays through the 12 hours and then finishes, I believe. I don't know, I wrote it, I should know, but I'm pretty sure that's how it was. Alright, I love it so much. It's so great. Thank you. I'm really thankful for all the lovely messages. I really appreciate it. I need a drink and I didn't bring a drink, but I'll be fine. Okay, so Monique, she did reply to her thing, so where was it? Up here. What are the key differences between routines? And then she wrote, so will a newborn cry more or longer than, say, 12 months plus? So in the newborn, there's obviously a lot of crying, hiccups, little coughs and stuff, whereas in the 12 months plus, there's like little cute things where the baby may or may say no, or ask to read a book or stuff like that. There's still obviously crying for like waking up or being hungry or something like that. I wouldn't, all the care events, all the routines have about the same amount of care events. So it could be that the newborn baby cries because they're hungry, and then cries because they need to be burped, and then cries because they're hungry, and then cries because they need to be burped, and then has the hiccups, and then cries for a nappy change. That could be what the newborn does. Whereas the toddler might say, oh, that scared me. Oh no, that's fine. My computer's just, it's alright. Whereas toddler will be like, wants to read a book, no, doesn't want to read that book. Wants to read a different book, no, doesn't want to read that book. Is hungry, so it'll be a cry for hungry. Wants a needs a nappy change, more than wants a nappy change, needs a nappy change. Toddlers do not want nappy changes. They would tell you no if you would just go ahead with it. So I hope that answers your question there. But they, I believe, have roughly the same amount of care events. They just have different things. A lot of the time I've also filled in blank periods of time where on simulation it's just a blank period of time. Now baby might just cough or sneeze or something in the middle of it because you're like, oh, they're awake. Okay, I know that they're still awake. They're just over there, they're fine, they don't need any attention, but they're awake. So that as well as the asleep and awake thing. Like, the app's still working, basically. That's kind of what I put it in there for. I don't like when people keep asking me when the Apple update is coming. Same. I can understand. Like, people are excited, and I'm sorry that I'm doing this, but it's coming when it's ready, and it is what it is. I will do my best. Oh, yeah, I've got to let the developer, like, nap. He needs a nap. So I appreciate that. But that is a good idea. She has it on both phones. So, I mean, you always get the best of both worlds. If you, like, have an old phone that you could have of the opposite. But then, yeah, not ideal. I love the sleeping sound too. Oh, yes, the sleeping sound is my favorite. It's like this cute little snore, and I could just listen to it and go to sleep, I swear. It's so cute. Oh, my computer is behind, and it's like hurting my eyes. It just went, I don't know, it's been doing some weird things. I think it's gone into power saving mode or something, but it's like, it changed the brightness. Why does it do this to me? 1 second, let me just, I don't remember how to do it. Just want to change the brightness down a little bit. Display. Okay, sorry, I'm a little bit darker, but that's okay. I love the sleeping and the hiccups. Yes, they're my favorite. You can check the phone for more info. The Android version, my baby phone is running it. Yeah, that's like the version of Android that it runs to. I can ask my developer what he set it to as a last, but it's normally not the developer's choice. Normally it's like Android's choice. Like, they'll be like, right, your criteria needs to fit in here, and that's what you need to go with. Like, it needs to work with this version, and then this is our latest version that's coming out, it needs to work with that. And I think, like, when they make a new version that's going to change so much, they need to inform us so we can sort it out and fix everything, like, forward, if that makes any sense. Ruben, love, no thank you. I asked him if this book was okay, and he said no thank you back. Yeah, okay, so the other day I was like, oh, I better, like, test my app out and have a bit of a go. So I got my big Landon, not Landon, Liam, my big Liam kid. So he's like the big 1-year-old, and I, what did I do? Oh, he was hungry, so I like picked him up, and as soon as I picked him up, my phone was in my back pocket, and he was like, no thank you to me, and I was like, what is going on? It actually freaked me out a little bit, and then I was like, oh yeah, app, it's okay, it's a doll, it's an app, it's fine. But it really brought this like whole new level of realness to this app, and it was pretty cool. I just went back into when you said it was working, and it works. So Debbie, is your app working at the moment or not working? Jen, I had no download issues. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. So thank you. You're welcome. Okay, and your name, Neffy. That is so cute. I love that. Okay, I like the routine. Oh wait, let me, I've got to click this one. I like the routine because I work overnight. I keep having to change the time on my phone when I use simulation. With routine, I get to experience everything. That's exactly right. Like, I wanted to make another version so that it was different. It wasn't exactly the same. And for different people, routine is more like on demand. There's no long pause. There are some long pauses, but not as long as simulation. Like, that was my feedback from you guys. You were like, we want to know that this baby is doing something. We want to hear something back from the baby, to, you know, we want to hear feedback from the baby. So that was what I aimed for. Barbara Jones. I keep getting 2 or 3 notifications at once. Did you put the, like, when you first download the app, it comes up with battery optimization. Have you turned that on? Otherwise, it's actually, the battery optimization is programmed to like keep turning, like flashing up every time you go on the home screen until you turn it on. So basically what it does is, instead of trying to save the battery, that's why it clumps the notifications together. So like, instead of sending one at 11:58, 11:59 and 12, not that I don't think we have them like that, but anyways, it will just clump them together and send them all to you at 12 o'clock. So that's, I think, what is happening, Barbara. But if that is not what is happening, and you have changed the optimization, just send me a message so I can look into that, because I want to look into that more if the battery optimization is not turned on your phone, if that makes any sense. On your phone. Alright, I got the app working and bought newborn routine. Zazana, do you like it? I really love the cute little noises that it makes, so that makes me happy. Neffy, thank you. Debbie, yes, it's working. Oh good, I'm glad that it's working because you had me a little bit scared. Okay. It doesn't show me the new update. Is it for... I'm really sorry. Is it Fionn? Lewis? What? Are you using Apple or Android? Also, where are you looking for the new update? You'll have to go into the Play Store, I think. I'm familiar with Apple, not Android. But if it's anything like it, if you go into the Play Store, it will just ask you if you want to update it. Debbie has an Android 11, so Android 11's working well. Barbara. Yes, so your notifications are all on. Okay, Apple is not out, and I'm not discussing Apple at the moment. I did say that earlier, but obviously people come and go on the live. So, that answers that one. So, you'll have to wait until the Apple comes out. But back to Barbara. That's a strange one. It sounds like your battery optimization might be set up a little different. So I will message you, see which device you're using, and then see what we can do to fix that. But I think it's just a setting inside your phone. So like I said, instead of sending a notification here, here, and here, it just groups them together and sends you one, therefore using a smaller amount of your power, because it just sends one, if that makes any sense. Dawn. Hi, Dawn. It keeps like saying people are watching. Does that mean people go and come, or I don't know? They are all the questions for the moment. Does anyone have any more questions? I'll hang around a little bit longer just because of the time zones and stuff. But if not, I'm going to take a 2-second break and get a water and something for my lips. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Dawn, I'm here. What are we doing? Hi, Dawn. We're just doing a Q&A, question and answers on the Android update. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. I don't know why my lips are just so cracking at the moment. It's winter. I dislike winter. It cracks my lips. Jen, I got newborn and 0 to 3 months. I think the one I was most excited to have a play with was the toddler, just because it's so different, and I know, like, I wrote the schedule so I know what to expect. But I just kind of did it out of, like, experience. I used to work in a childcare center, and I also have nannied for like 5 years. I nannied for, so I had like a 3-month-old little boy, basically raised him till 3. Like, I didn't raise him, but I was in his life until he was 3. So I have like a bit of experience with toddlers. I think that is everything, and everyone is good for questions. If so, I'm going to stop the video here. Jen says she doesn't have any older babies. That is true. And that's why I made the schedules, the routine schedules. You could buy them separately, because there's no point you having to pay the whole price when you weren't gonna use it or need it, kind of thing. And that's why, yeah, I broke them up to make it cheaper for people, so it was easier. But you can't please everybody. Kish says, oh, I can't. Why are you not letting me click on it? Everyone, wait a second. Oh, there we go. Thanks for all your hard work, ShellBell. I'm awaiting the Apple update, but I'm watching for Android. Yes, that was what I said. I was like, even if you have Apple, feel free to jump on, because there's still information that's helpful, as I have friends that use Android and aren't on Facebook, so not in the group. Oh no! I'm actually gonna try and upload this video to YouTube and go from there. I might do some more, like, I'm planning to do another one when Apple comes out, I'm sure with roughly the same questions, but I will try and give a bit more notice. Basically, I wanted to get on here tonight because it's just happened, it's fresh. I wanted to explain that how, like, I uploaded everything and then I pulled everything off that I could, except the app was literally stuck. It was updated and it was final. We couldn't even roll it back. So I just wanted to explain why I had done all of that kind of thing, and kind of give you guys, you know, why. Because it was broken, but we spent 15 hours, like, working on it, and we fixed it, and I'm glad that we fixed it. So yeah, I think we were staying awake until we fixed it, honestly, and I'm glad that we fixed it when we did, so we could go to bed when we did. So, like, with people not being on Facebook, the only, like, I don't know, I feel like the Facebook group is good because a lot of people do have it, but I hear you saying your point that not everyone does have it. But then there's YouTube, where I put all of my information as well, and I put a bunch of information on my Instagram as well, so I don't know if that helps for your friends. I normally post, like, obviously all my videos on YouTube, and then on my Instagram stories I post, like, live stuff, what's happening, or, like, maybe I post little stories, so maybe that's helpful. Hi Nicole, how are you? I hope you're well. I tell everyone about the app, whether they're on Facebook or not. Some of them just don't do Facebook in general. You know what, until about, like, when I was younger, I had Facebook and I loved it, and, you know, I was bought into it and loved it. And then when I got a little bit older, I just started hating it. So I actually deleted my accounts, and I only got it back because some friends were booking a cruise, and it was just really hard to communicate. There was a group of us. It was really hard to communicate not being on Facebook in the group. So I got a Facebook and join back for that, and I don't really use my Facebook other than for this group. My Instagram's all for my dolls and, like, posting for my YouTube and stuff, and then of course my YouTube is just for my babies and my prams. and the app information. Yes, I do show them your YouTube channel. Thank you, I appreciate that. And Jen does that as well. She's like, she's a YouTuber, you know, and when we're on outings, and I'm like, I'm not like a big YouTuber, but I do YouTube. But I appreciate it. I'm buying all the routines to show my appreciation. You guys have worked so hard. Oh, thank you, Monique. That is really lovely. I appreciate that. I hope that just, I don't know, someone said that they enjoy just playing the sounds as like a playlist and just enjoy hearing like crying babies as they do whatever they do in their day. I can say that I don't like hearing crying babies after I've heard them for like, there are 35, let me check here, I have a Q&A written out. There are 35 different schedules now. There's 3 play schedules. We have low power, so we're gonna have to go soon. We have 3 play schedules, we have 20 routine schedules, and 12 simulation schedules. So I had to listen to all of those times 2. Good, just waking up. Yeah, I'm really sorry about the time difference. I'll have to move it a little, I don't know. I don't want to be up at like 4 a.m. I feel like maybe 5 a.m. but I'll be like here, like, hi everyone, like wrapped in a blanket, and you guys would be like, what are you doing? I'll be like freezing. And I figured anyone like could be live and like sit in bed. Like they could go on the live and like sit in bed. It didn't matter where they were. You do, and you're a good YouTuber. Thanks, Jen. It's nice to have friends who support you. I just purchased a 0 to 3 months. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I'm trying to think what I added in the 0 to 3 months. There is some... I can't remember. It's different. Wait a minute. I think... I don't know if I added teething in. I added teething in maybe... Well, some babies do teeth. And it's 0 to 3 months. So they're just over being a newborn. So they're like maybe a few weeks old plus, you know, 2 months old up to 3 months old. So, I don't know. It's kind of fun. Me either, it makes me crazy. That's okay. We all are a little bit crazy sometimes, so. I have a Q&A spreadsheet that I want to add more to. What was the thing I wanted to add? But anyways, I want to put it in the files or something on the page, or maybe I'll just put it pinned to the top so everyone can read that as well, because it's just a lot of common questions and answers that are already written up to help people. And back to saying what I was saying before, so for some people that have just joined, this time around I tried so hard to make the app user friendly and explain everything. Like when you click on play for the first few times, it explains what play does, like how long it goes for, the idea of it. Same with routine, simulation, and then if you miss what they say, you can actually go and find the little tab that has a drop down of what they all are. So I've tried to make it user friendly for everyone. The optimize button pops up until you optimize your phone, making the battery last long, taking that off so that it doesn't cluster the notifications together. I appreciate your work. I appreciate you supporting me. I appreciate all of you supporting me through, I really do. I know we've had a bunch of people like join the page and then ask the same questions, like, or like, why does it cost money or whatever. I don't know, that's how I read it. I read it as, why does it cost money? Why do I have to pay for it or whatever? They could be like genuine and be like, hey, why does it cost money? But I read it in that tone in that you just heard. And I get it, I'm not gonna please everyone. Not everyone understands. And honestly, sometimes, or most of the time, they're probably younger and they just don't understand that money is a thing and they have to earn it. I'm not saying every young person is like that though, just it seems to be a common thing. I just kind of experienced one tonight, but she said that you can't, like, she's like, I don't want to use the app because you have to keep purchasing, but that's not true. Simulation still works perfectly fine, Play still works perfectly fine. If you want the cool added features in routine, that's where you have to pay $1.99, depending on what country you're in. How much is that in the US? What does it come up on your screen? Is it like 99 cents or something? Yes, nothing is free. That is so true. Like, nothing is free in this world. Like, and it's not even like, the app is like less than like a bottle of Coke. A bottle of Coke is like, okay, I don't know how much it is. A bottle of Coke is like $5 or close to. So if you just don't have a bottle of Coke, you're pretty close there. Can anyone in the USA and or in the UK tell me how much it comes up for you guys? Like, how much does it charge you? Is it £1.20 in the UK? Definitely not expensive. 1.20. Less than $10 in the US. Is that for all of them? $1, but some add a 12-cent tax. Of course, tax sucks. The government always want their money. Oh, okay, so it's less than $10 in the US for all the routines in the app. But then we have like the startup fee, but yeah, I have to pay the developer, and I gave the developer a bonus because he worked really hard yesterday, and I was like, no, you deserve that, so I appreciate him and all he does for us. So yeah, £1.20 cheaper than some bottles of Coke. Like a bottle of Coke, I'm talking like a 600ml bottle of Coke is like, I don't buy them. It's like $4 something here, maybe $4.60. Or like all of it all up, or even just when you buy the app in the first place, it's like less than a piece of baby clothing, unless you're me and you go to the Salvation Army or the op shops and just pay like $2 or $1 or really cheap. I plan on getting them all. So do we. I'm not sure what that's for. Is there a new name for that? No, the app's still just Babysit Me. I did change the logo. Fun fact, the logo that has the little baby, I actually asked my brother to draw it for me because I didn't want to have anything that was stolen or copyrighted or like, you know, so I asked him to draw it, and then I took it and put it on the computer and spent hours like getting it in rough proportionate, but it's like hand drawn, and I really like that. Like, my brother drew that, and that means a lot to me that he took his time to do that for me, and I just vamped it up a bit. So if it looks hand drawn, it's because it is, and it means a lot to me. So all the routines. Nephew, I plan on getting all of them. Yeah, I'm like really excited to make videos using all of them. Like, I just will be working on this, and there's actually a really exciting other thing that I will maybe mention to you guys later, but it's not about Apple, it's not about Android, it's just in general. I don't know. It's not a today topic because it's very fresh and very new. But yeah, I can't wait to film all of the videos with all the different age ranges. That'll be really fun. Monique, my math was wrong. The app is $3.99 and the routine $3.99. Is that oh yeah, US. So in the US, $11.44 for everything. So it's $3.99 US, and the routines are $1.49 each. Man, why is Australia's money so expensive? That sounds so much cheaper, like $3.99. I think it's like $5.99 or maybe $6. No, I think it's $5.99 here. Originally, honestly, this is what happened. Originally, I was gonna make it $5, so $4.99. But I could not find that price range on Apple and Android. Later on, I then discovered that for some reason, the Apple list of the price list goes all the way down, and at a certain point, it then starts. How do I explain that? Let's say it says 99 cents, $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, $20. It goes like that, and all of the missing numbers are down the bottom. So $4.99 is missing down the very bottom of this list. So anyways, that's why it didn't go to that, and that's why I ended up with $5.99 or something. $11.44 for everything is pretty good US, but it's still it's still less than a baby outfit or whatever, or if you just don't buy that one thing. Make sure you stay hydrated and get some sleep. Yes, I'm going to drink this water that I got and never drank, and I'm going to head off soon. I think that we've pretty much answered everything. Oh, one more thing. How do I download the new updated version? It keeps downloading the old version. Okay, Nicole, what do you mean the old version? Is it the old, greeny logo, or is it the new logo? Or is it the white screen or the black screen that's just crashing? I'm just gonna wait for Nicole's reply and drink some more water, because water's good for me. I need to know the time. Oh my gosh, we've almost been here an hour. 1 hour is good. How do you download the new version and keep downloading to the old version? So is it the old version that we originally had before this update, or is it the crashed version? If so, I did answer something similar in this at the start. It was to uninstall the app from your phone, close everything off your phone, hard close it. If you do have trouble with this answer, go back to the when we cancel this video. It's roughly in the first few minutes of the video, maybe the first 10 minutes. Hard close all of your apps, then turn your phone off and reset it. Go back onto your phone, go into the Play Store before the crash. So just the standard one, which should just be in the Play Store. If you just go on to Play Store. If you have Apple, there's no update. I'm sure she has. No, she does have Android. We were discussing that the other day, I'm sure. Go into the Play Store and it should come up with a button that says this app has an update. Do you want to update it? Does that help? I hope that helps. There is also, okay, there isn't. I was going to say one of the girls did a video, but she did not film or screen record the actual process of her downloading it from the App Store. Maybe I can find someone that hasn't updated it yet, and I can maybe ask them to. Maybe you can do it. Maybe Nicole can screen record it when she figures it out. So you go into the Play Store, find the app. This phone doesn't have it on here. It does, but it's just a test version. Where is the Play Store? The It does. It's just, that's weird. Yeah, so she has Android. So are you able to figure out how to do it? Do you know like how to go into the Play Store? That's for Nicole, sorry. Look at all of us and our technology and how we're learning. I've been looking around the world lately, like baby monitors and stuff. Like you can have a camera, you can leave your baby inside and you can have a camera watching them. Like, isn't that cool? Like, I'm not saying like you're reborn, but like back in the day, you just left your baby inside. If it cried while you washing the, while you were putting the washing out, it cried. Like, you know, it was safe in its bed. Never mind, it worked. Okay. Yes, Monique has the current version. I remember that that's the current version because between the crashed and the non-crashed, I had to sort it out. I downloaded it on my old phone and it did new version. So Debbie, when you downloaded, do you have a new phone again? I'm confused. On my old phone, I had an intercom. That's a good idea. Wait, did you like hear the babies through the intercom? I downloaded it on my old phone and it did new version. So the old phone, when you downloaded it, it works. It's the current version. It's 8.81, which is the version that is working. I can't remember what the version that is not working is. Alright, I'm gonna wait for... That's so funny, Jen, that you had intercom. Isn't intercom one way? Oh yeah, one way. So you just heard the baby. Huh. That works. Alright. Okay, good. So Debbie downloaded it and it's all working. I don't know what is happening with the version in between. So we have the original version, then we had the bad crashed version. I can't remember what number it is, but then we have the current good version that is, the end is 881. So that's the one we want. And Nicole said it's $1.49 US per routine. Yeah, well, it's not too bad. I don't know, can you buy like a bag of chips for that? Can you feed a family off that? Probably not. Let's see, that's like $3 here. I don't think we could, I do like to make some cheap lasagna meals that are frozen with chips and peas. Alright guys, I am calling it a night. I am so tired, so tired, and I have the electric blanket on because I am a frog, and Klaus is my puppy. He is in bed warming it up, waiting for me to come to bed. And it is almost 1 AM. So I am heading off. Thank you so much for all your support for this app and in the process of us creating the app. I really want to make that post for the developer so that he can have some like really nice words said to him and just show him how much you guys all appreciate the app. So I will write that somewhere. Let me write that right now. Write post. Written it. I wrote it on my thing to do. So yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your support. I really appreciate everyone that is supporting it by purchasing it, and just like, that's really appreciated. And for everyone that helps answer questions for other people on the page, I really appreciate that as well. I'll maybe do another one of these at a different time, probably when Apple goes up. or unless we have something crazy happening in between then, which I hope nothing crazy happens in between then, but yeah. Alright, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for supporting the app, thank you so much for buying the app, supporting me in every way, and I really appreciate it. Good night all!